The sister that was sitting next to me, that you heard her wonderful and beautiful voice a little bit earlier, she was saying, I'm ready to rock and roll. And she really is. And she's, to answer your question, Brother Evans, I think she's been doing the work necessary to touch the youth and help the youth. And she probably can speak to that as clairvoyantly as even the good doctor. So I'll go ahead and close my mouth, Sister Ashley, and you can open yours and share a little bit about yourself and what you're working on in the books that you're doing.
Well, it's been really good and interesting to listen to all the different opinions, different thought processes, and everything like that. And so Professor Smalls really said some very key points and interesting things. But to introduce myself a little bit once more, I'm Ashley Thomas. I'm a motivational speaker, entrepreneur, author, and currently, what I have going out right now that's hot about me is my book with 11 other phenomenal women all over the state. We did a book together. We came together bringing forth our issues that we dealt with becoming teen moms. And so it's called There's a Jewel in You, From a Statistic to a Success. Each of you can go to my website, www.ashley-thomas.com. That's ASHLEY-thomas.com. But to go ahead and dive into what's been said tonight, again, Professor Smalls mentioned some key things, and what I'm learning, and being a millennial, I'm 28 years old, and what I'm learning is a lot of the older generation, or the season, I should say, that's more appropriate, they really don't know how to reach us in a way because we're more standoffish. And so I feel personally myself that the methods that used to work back in the day, it's not going to work now. The mission is going to still be the same, but the method has to change a little bit. And what I'm learning with our youth as well is that nobody has taught us how to express our emotions. Nobody has taught us how to really express ourselves, because in our own community, we're taught, especially for our men, we beat our boys, we slap on them, we punch them in the chest, because that's what we say men are. You can't cry, you can't do this, and you can't do all of these things. So we have these African-American men, young boys growing up into men that are angry, that are upset, that are mad, and they don't even know why. They don't even know how to show affection and love. And like you were saying about the bumping of the chest and all of this, we don't know how to embrace and love each other. And it's the same for women, the light skin being frowned upon by the dark skin, and the dark skin, we look at them as if they got something on their face, when all together, that's what we've been taught. That's how we've been raised. And so nobody is teaching us how to do anything different. And so with the line of work that I'm doing, I decided to be the change that I want to see in the world, reaching our young people, the at-risk girls, the teen moms. And people act like teen moms just started yesterday. Teen moms have been going on for years, but now it's just kind of more open and it's broader. And so we down talk them, we downplay them, but what are we doing after? It's kind of like everybody had a message today after the storm. What are we going to do after the storm? When you go out to the club and you get sloppy drunk and you're sitting there on your toilet, in your own vomit, what are you going to do after all this? Are you going to stay there? Are you going to say, whoa, me, I got drunk, it's my fault? No, what you're going to do is you're going to crawl your way to that tub. If you have to throw yourself over it, you're going to turn that water on and you're going to clean yourself up. And not a lot of times we don't understand how to clean ourselves up. And so even with me, I'll use my own life, as an example, from when he mentioned being molested, all of these things, because when we were in slavery, we're all we had. So when we had those urges, who did we turn to? We turned to our people that were right there. And so being molested, not knowing, and in the Black community, sweeping it under the rug, not getting the proper help for it. So you left to cope with all those emotions that end up bringing up bitterness, end up bringing up angry Black woman, end up making you become just hateful and resentful, insecurities and all these other things, suicidal. I've experienced all of that, not wanting, to fully be able to, express yourself the way that you need to, because you're afraid of what's going to happen if you tell the truth of what happened to you. You're afraid of, will I get beat? That was me. I was that girl. But now that I know that I have a voice and that I can speak out and talk about these issues, that's what I'm going to do. So after the storm, my girls, you've gotten pregnant and you've made a mistake. So what are we going to do after this storm? We're going to help equip you. We're going to help build you up. We're going to help you become the woman that you're meant to be, so that you can be a productive woman of substance in society, that you can go back and help the next woman like we're doing now. And so with everything that's going on, at the end of the day, the world needs a father. And I'm so happy that I partnered with this organization in South Africa, because it taught us, it showed me so much about myself. Changing your perspective, understanding where your wounds come from, understand healing. We don't like to talk about counseling, in our community. We don't like to talk about therapy. I'm not ashamed. I need it, because every day, because you have put it and spoke it out into the atmosphere, the enemy knows your weak spots. He knows what he needs to throw in your way so that you can go back to your old ways. So I need somebody holding me accountable every single day. I need somebody showing me and telling me the mess that I'm in. Hey, this is not right. You need to do something different. And we can't be ashamed of saying I need help. We can't be ashamed of saying I need somebody to hold me up because I'm falling short. I need somebody to be there for me because I can't make it. And when I realized, like, I had pride, I would hate to ask people for help, because guess what? I'm this strong woman. I can do it by myself. I don't need nobody. No, that is the biggest lie I tell myself, and each of you tell yourselves every day. We need somebody. I needed somebody to carry me. I needed somebody to uplift me. I needed somebody to be there when I couldn't be there for myself. I needed someone to encourage me. And when I realized that, I'm not ashamed to say I need help. I need help. So what are we going to do? How do we come together and tie everything together so that we all can heal? We got to unite. And it was so funny. I was listening to Pastor John Gray today. He said, you can't be racist and we all poor. Nobody can be racist. The storm, it was amazing that it happened, because look what happened. Look what happened. My adopted mom, she told me, we were sitting talking one day. She said, what if slavery happened so that we could be free? Because we could be over there still in Africa doing all the voodoo and all that craziness that goes on over there. We could be bound in all those things, but we had to go through the process to reach freedom. And although what we consider freedom is not actually freedom, we're free. We're free. We make the best of whatever situation we're in. Either you can sit there with that lemon and you go to a car lot and get this raggedy car, or you can go back and get and turn that car into a lemonade, fix it up, do whatever you need to. That's just our lives. We got to fix it up. We got to be ready to clean it up. We got to do the necessary work. And that's one thing I struggle with. I did not want to have to sit and go back and look at and think about all the things that I had been through, the people that hurt me, the people that done all the things that quote unquote were bad to me. I had to understand it was a process, because when we say we want to be great, when we speak it out that we want to do all these things, you don't understand. You can see a homeless person today and you're looking out the window and say, man, I wish I had money one day to help them. But we don't understand that one day we'll have to be homeless in order to reach the homeless. We don't understand that I had to become a teen mom in order to reach the teen moms. We don't understand that I had to be a drug addict to reach the drug addict. So we have to go through something, because we can't reach somebody when we've never been there.
That's right. Can you let people know about the book, so we definitely folk can reach out to that and learn more about that, and learn more about how to get in contact with you as well, as we get ready to close it down?
Absolutely. Again, you can visit my website at www.ashley-thomas.com. And on there, you'll find links to all my social media accounts. Just click on each one and it'll take you right to it. And as far as the book goes, there's a jewel in you, from a statistic to a success. It's 11 great women that all came together. We've never, ever seen each other in person, but we united and we brought all of our junk and filth and just threw it in the middle of the floor and said, what now? And so it's going to be a book that equips, whether you're a teen mom or you're a girl at risk or just a girl in general, a woman. It will bless you. It would help you understand the walk of a teen mom, the things that we encountered, as well as men. They'll understand the things that we went through, whether we became a teen mom willingly, not willingly, or being raped. We all encounter something in a different way. And so I think this is something that you definitely need to put on your to-do list. And again, go to my website. Either you could donate a copy to a teen mom that may need it, or you can actually get it for yourself. Again, www.ashley-thomas.com.
Awesome. Mr. Brown and Sister Cynthia, give out your information one more time so folk can reach out to you. For those that didn't hear it, they're part of Residents Against Flooding.
Yeah, residenceagainstflooding.org is our website. Residents Against Flooding, a.k.a. MCDDC, is our Facebook page. Drainage.coalition@gmail.com is our email address. And Houston REF is our Twitter handle. Thanks.
Once again, we want to thank everyone for participating tonight and being a part of the show. We got a special event coming up here in a few minutes. I'll go ahead and need to get my little 2 cents in real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just real quick, I normally never do this, but I must respond to something that was just said a few moments ago by a guest. I never respond directly to a guest, but I gotta respond. Everything is the opposite of what you were told. We were not doing voodoo in Africa. Africa, all religions came from Africa. Please, if you get a chance, look up Dr. Asa Hilliard, look up Dr. John Henry Clark, look up Dr. Tony Browder, because that comment about slavery, we need maybe go through slavery to get out of Africa, I had to address that because what we are taught is completely opposite of what is when it comes to engineering, when it comes to psychology, when it comes to irrigation systems, when it comes to society as a whole. Everything is based upon African principles. Everything started from Africa. We are the most spiritual people on this planet. So please don't get it twisted that we needed to go through something so horrible as slavery to get us out of a place when that place was the Mecca of where everyone came to steal everything and change it, put their names on it, and make it their own. Everything. But real quick, I also want to take a moment to address a place. We focus a lot on Houston when it comes to relief, but I had the privilege of going back home to the Golden Triangle, and the Golden Triangle was devastating. You heard a little bit about Beaumont and the water. It's not just the water. Same thing happened here. They raised the levees twice and flooded the areas. It's really, really much worse. The east side of town, or the hood, where a lot of my people, and I was actually living for a very short time, it's gone in Orange. Entire cities, this little town we adopted called Bon Weir. We were the first responders there. We were the first ones there. We're going to continue pushing, keep other societies, keep other cities in your prayers, because it is not over yet. There are people still dealing with water. I've had friends of mine that had 7-foot gators in their backyard. So trust me, wasn't just Houston. The surrounding area was hammered. So I know we got a special song.
It's too late now, man. So we'll just keep it moving. So I know you didn't mean that to be a negative, right?
Oh, with all due respect, and we'll have to agree to disagree. I mean, if you want to focus your main thing on just that one statement that was made, then you definitely can do that. But for you to say we had to go through something so gruesome, look at Christ, what he went through so that we could be free. He had to go through something gruesome. He had to. So what do you mean we didn't have to go through something so gruesome? He did it. So we all have to go through something to get to the other side. We all have to go through a storm. We all have to go through a Harvey. We all have to go through a Katrina to get to the other side. We all have to. We're not focusing on just that pinpoint that I said of voodoo. We're just speaking as a whole. I'm speaking as a whole. We had to go through something to get to the other side.
And this is a great conversation that we'll have to continue on the other side.
Yeah, because I have no time to respond to that because I got a whole lot to say about that. But